how to please a man. It's not actually what you think. What we think is pleasing a man and what is pleasing to our men isn't helping them. We need to take a really good hard think about what we are doing and what we are encouraging in our society. Because most people just follow the leader. And the problem with that is that we have a whole bunch of women perpetuating the notion that we are without help and that we should stand loud and proud and raw. Now, I don't have a problem with the strength of femininity. I have no problem with that. I am not hating on the concept of doing things yourself. What I am hating on is that we can't bring them into it with us. So here is my take on what it will take to please your men. Step 1, don't nag them. Now, what does this mean? What is nagging? Nagging is essentially that you've gone too far. You didn't ask for the thing. You wanted it, but you waited until it was a point that you were already angry. So it's no longer a nice way to ask, is it? So you started to nag and you upset him and you put a lot of emotion into it because you didn't ask for it when it was an appropriate time. You waited. So yeah, don't nag your man. Number 2, don't make your happiness his problem, okay? So if you are not happy, if you are overweight, if you are stressed out about things, if your kids aren't behaving and you haven't dealt with your own issues in your life, yes, there are his kids, but if your work is stressful, if your kids are stressful, whatever it is you do with your time, if it is stressful, just try and remember that we are all responsible for how we interact with other people. And ultimately, our own happiness isn't always just for our partner to deal with. Remember that before you try to make it his problem. 3, remember that how you look has very little to do with anything. Okay, does this mean just don't shower, don't shave, any of that? No. Be clean, but just remember that being over the top and being full on with your face and makeup, that won't keep you a man. How you look. Look at a lot of millionaires out there, they probably don't even care how they look. What they care about is their value system. The higher you go up in life, it's how you treat people. It's how they're treated, basically, with any good man. If you want a good man that will treat you right, you probably should just make sure you're treating him right? Good. Step number 4, have respect for yourself and then set the standard. So if you want to be respected, be respectful. Make sure you swallow your words. And this is for men and women, okay? Obviously, if you're a woman, you're watching this video, you'll want to know why. You need to be nice to your man and you need to respect them. Now, you may think, oh, holy crap, he's been a blah, 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 blah. Insert the word, have the anger. You're allowed to have the anger, but I want all of us women to remember that we will keep escalating things if we do not remember that those are just feelings, they will pass. Sometimes you will probably need to let 95% of it pass. Men's brains work differently. They're very straight and they say what they think. And you need to remember that you're dealing with a man. Do you want to be with a woman? Ultimately we want to be with men because they know how to take care of us. That comes with a different brain set. They don't think on an emotional level. If they're saying that something that offends you, sometimes that's just them being straight and that's not their fault. They are different. You got to remember that, separate that. So have respect and hold your tongue. And that ties in with number 5 is, it's another tip is basically be silent unless you can say something nice. But men tend not to want to talk a lot. So number 5 is don't talk a lot. So number 4 is have respect. But number 5 is equally as important and kind of ties in because you do need to just kind of zip it. They don't want to listen to a lot. That's why it's so important before anything else to look after your own self. A man will prefer a woman that's a bit quieter because she went and yacked with her friends all day, right? You probably don't have energy to talk to your partner if you go get it out with some girlfriends. Or find a hobby, or if you're anything like me, have a whole bunch of children so you can talk to them instead. You know what I mean? Just find something else, find a hobby. Don't always be talking at him. And if you really can't not talk a lot, watch some TV, TV, or there is an activity that will lead into 6. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it on here, but okay. 6, please your man. Please your man. He wants to be pleasured. It's very important to make a man feel satisfied, okay? Think about when was the last time you did something he preferred to do, and do that. That's what he wants. That's how to please your man. But ultimately, you could be the most, you could wear no makeup, you could just be in like Darrow clothes, and your partner will still love you as long as you do the thing that you were supposed to do with him, if you know what I mean. So you really need to prioritize it. And not, even if it's not for him, for yourself. There is something called hysteria, and it will make you act very strange. Go look it up. Hysteria, anyone. And I want you, when you look up what they used to do when you had hysteria, because that is funny. Anyway, so really important, I probably will leave it on the last point, and that is to remember and separate yourself from your partner. So number 7 is really important. Separation. And having some time to yourself and knowing when that time limit has been breached, because you cannot at all spend all your time with your partner thinking that that's good for the relationship. It's really not. And they need to see other people, and you need your space. They need their space. And remember, you are two very different people, and it's easier to merge those two realities if you get some time to go and explore different realities. And I don't get confused about what I'm meaning there. I'm not saying go and have like other relationships. I'm saying find who you are and know where that line is, because I feel like a lot of women will, oh, okay, that's right. Another point. Yes, a lot of women confuse what's really important in a relationship. So my last and final point, number 8, is get off social media. Get off your phone. You take your earbuds out and listen to him. He just wants to be listened to. So you can't listen to someone when you have earbuds in or you're on your phone. So my advice to you is, if you're like that, get off of it and turn everything off. Everything should be off when your husband or your loved one, whatever his title is, you should be off of it. You can't just be on your phone. And if you're the opposite of that, you should get on your phone. If you never ever text someone back, but what you should do is you should probably text him back if he matters, if you don't live with each other. When you live together, make sure you just use good communication. That's just probably number 9, actually. Let's go to number 9. Let's go there. Communication. Number 9, like, is important, because if you can't communicate about what you want and where things are going, what you see for the future, what your hopes, what your dreams are, if you cannot speak about those things, and when you are disappointed, if you can't feel comfortable enough to talk to your partner, you probably shouldn't be with them. You really should not probably be with anyone if you cannot support a person by being truthful. Okay? I hope everyone knows how important it is to be honest and truthful, and how saying that things how they are, while uncomfortable, how are you supposed to have a better relationship if you don't talk about the hard stuff? So yeah, number 9, hope we all can just work towards supporting our men out there, because ultimately the TV and the influence on social media would have us speak badly about our men and not rise to the challenge that we are actually failing them to. So let's not fail our men. Let's unite. Let's be families that support each other and look at it as a team. Let's look at it as a team. Let's stop looking at it as though, oh, what does he do? Oh, what does she do? Let's not pin each other. Let's not polarize men against women. Let's keep men and women together.